I'm Nick.
I'm Kaylin.
I'm Colin.
DJ Zakowski.
I'm Rosalie.
So I'm Ishan.
I'm Peyton.
Thanks, Griffin.
I'm Rain. These are 5 facts about me.
4 things that I really can't live without are reading, music, sports, and adrenaline rush events like roller coasters, theme parks, and driving.
At some point in my life, I decided to only walk upstairs on my tiptoes. I don't know how to use chopsticks, so I memorized the first 22 digits of pi. And I also hate the dentist, so in order to get through cleanings, I memorized the entire balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet, and then I just like to recite it over and over again.
I'm from California originally. I got 3 older brothers. I picked up guitar really randomly between 7th and 8th grade. I've never had more than 3 pairs of shoes in rotation at one time.
I eat like a sumo wrestler. I'm infamous for how late I stay up and how late I sleep in. I was born into a military family, so I've traveled the world. I have oldest child syndrome, so I'm annoyingly independent.
I decided I wanted to study electrical engineering in high school. Additionally, I've been studying Polish for 2 years, like Polish language. My favorite author is Stephen King. Last year, I went as a sexy waiter or butler for Halloween. I'm trying to think of what it was. So next year, I've already have it planned out, even though it's late April. I'm trying to be a sexy devil, because I am quite the bad boy.
I'm Nessie as hell. I love to cook and bake. I'm from Colorado, so I absolutely love the mountains. I love to travel.
I'm a computer engineering major. I grew up in Northern Virginia. I have 2 parents and 1 sister. I smoke a lot of hookah in my free time.
I recently just built a bench. I hate getting stuck behind people who are walking slow because they're texting. I, for pretty much my whole life, have had the exact same breakfast and the exact same lunch every day. Whenever I eat, no matter what I eat, I create the perfect last bite, so it always goes out on a good note.
I actually grew up with 3 sisters, but I went to an all-boys school. I love beer. My absolute favorite place in the world to visit is Alaska. One thing that I've really wanted to get into but never have is gardening.
I have to write down anything important before I say it. So if I have to public speak or do anything remotely near important, I have to write it down. I'm super gross. I rewear socks and I put bacon grease and guacamole. I'm gross. I don't like to live far away from the mountains, and I never intend to. I would most always rather be alone than with other humans. But my problem is that I'm really good at interacting with other humans, and so it confuses the shit out of them.
One thing that really annoys the heck out of me are really dumb pedestrians. I don't know, walking's not that hard, and it just pisses me off when they do dumb stuff.
I will be graduating college at 20, and if that doesn't make me not enough of a real person, I got my permit at 17 and then it expired, so I just renewed my permit again this past year.
This one is pretty unique to me because I've got a 3rd nipple right there.
One of the things about me I'm most proud of is my middle name, which is my grandmother's middle name, and every first-generation child of my family gets this middle name, so I hold that dear.
A lot of people find it aggravating to be at super crowded malls and deal with all the parking and all that. And I kind of find it relaxing to be in just a giant crowd like that.
I think one of the most central things to me is having stories to tell.
I love hanging out with my friends. They mean the world to me.
One thing about myself is as soon as I get started on something and it starts going well, it stops being fun.
So I'm an engineer, but the biggest thing that I've actually discovered in the last 2 or 3 years so is that I love reading and writing, I think, more than I actually enjoy engineering.
I'm always afraid that I'll never be able to make a commitment or if I'll ever find true happiness because I'm always so indifferent.
That's it.
How well do you think a viewer would know you by seeing that?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not them. I don't know how well they can read into someone just based on how they talk about 5 things they've arbitrarily come up with and decided to share with a camera.
So what version of yourself do you think you were just performing?
I like to say that I'm the same person to everyone I meet, but I would call that a more controlled version, the way I would present myself and my major and my background to someone's parents.
Do you think Why do you think these videos are popular?
Because it lets you digest someone.
I think it's a lot about not feeling alone.
I think they're popular because as connected as we all are these days, we're all extremely disconnected. And it's hard these days to see people as people. So I think we do whatever we can to humanize each other.
Do you think that authenticity is more important to YouTube than it is to other forms of social media?
I don't think it is. I think on YouTube you can be as superficial as you want to be.
People are a bit more genuine because at least like with Insta is just a picture and then a tweet is like 160 or 140 characters. So this one you're getting to hear a little bit more about each person. And so I think it reveals a little bit more about the true self.
Well, I feel like on YouTube people aren't always going for like perfect and more like they're going for like who they are.
I think that, like with any other kind of social media, it's used in different ways. Authenticity is definitely a factor in YouTube in that a lot of people are using it to really get a voice out there. But just like any other thing in life, and any domain of life, not just on the internet, you're going to be trying to present a version of yourself that may not necessarily be who you are.
So how genuine do you think that was?
Pretty much. What I would say would be genuine.
It was definitely more forced than I normally talk, but it was me.
To some extent.
I mean, all of the things I said were true, but like, I mean, it was only 5 things about me. Like, there's still like a lot about me.
It was relatively genuine.
I thought it was pretty genuine with it, I guess.
I would say that was about 75% genuine.
I feel that everything I said was true, fundamentally. By genuine, you mean that I didn't lie.
100% genuine.
Why do you think it was genuine?
Because I'm a very, very open person and I will tell you legitimately anything you want to know.